Hello everyone, my name is Cathy Ricks and I'm a naturalist with Kent Parks and Recreation. I'm getting a little tired of winter and I'm really hoping the groundhog doesn't see his shadow on February 2nd and we get an early spring.
Hi everyone, and I'm Jennifer White with the Portage Park District, and I love winter. So for me, I'm perfectly happy if that groundhog gets scared back into its hole for 6 more weeks of winter, because look at this beautiful snowfall. So Cathy and I are going to take just a few moments today to share with you some fun facts about our largest member of the squirrel family, the groundhog.
The groundhog is the only animal who has his own holiday, but he has lots of names. Groundhog because he lives in the ground and he eats a lot. Woodchuck, not because he chucks wood, but because of a Native American word. And the last one is whistle pig because of their sharp, loud alarm call that they can make that sounds a little bit like a squirrel or maybe a bird when you hear it the first time.
Our groundhogs in Northeast Ohio are warm and cozy underneath the ground in their burrows. And groundhog burrows extend about 5 to 6 feet below the surface, and they can span up to 30 feet or more in length. That's like the length of a school bus. These digging machines have 4 long nails on each of their front feet that act like shovels to quickly and efficiently move a lot of soil. In fact, a groundhog can move an impressive 700 pounds of soil in just a few hours. They also use those rodent incisors to cut through roots and woody debris as they dig. Though their burrows don't look like much from the surface, they are an extensive network of cavities and tunnels underground. At a minimum, you'd find at least 2 entrances, a sleeping chamber, a bathroom chamber, and a room to raise their young.
So the last time we saw our resident park groundhogs, they were packing on the pounds in autumn, getting ready for their long winter nap. In fall, I like to call them the roundhogs because they're really plumping up. Groundhogs can stand up when they're watching for predators or when they're looking for something delicious to eat, like clover, dandelion, most anything that grows in your garden, or in the fall, apples. Groundhogs' long, sharp, curved claws are not only good for digging, they're great for holding on to things, and they can twirl it around and munch on an apple just like you and I can. Mother Nature is telling them to stuff themselves, having like Thanksgiving every day in preparation for hibernation. As the temperatures start to dip and we get just a little bit less daylight every day, the groundhog will go into the burrow, take some grasses to make a cozy nest, and get ready to go to sleep. But before they sleep, they'll close all their entrances up with vegetation and with soil. They'll curl up into a ball and they'll go to sleep. And sleep. And sleep. Before it's time to wake up, it'll take them several hours. Their heart will start first, their heartbeat will start, and then their breath. They'll slowly uncurl, and then their body will start to warm. And they'll be ready to go out and look and see if they see that shadow.
So while we celebrate Groundhog Day on February 2nd, the groundhogs that are hibernating in Northeast Ohio don't actually start emerging from their burrows until March. And even then, it's only the male groundhogs. Since there are no females in sight when the males emerge, they challenge other males to establish their territories. About 3 weeks later, the females emerge and the groundhogs can begin mating.
In late spring, the pregnant female groundhogs will come up from their tunnels, gather grass and other leaves and carry them under the ground to create a soft and warm nursery for their 2 to 7 chucklings that are going to be born. The chucklings, when they're born, are about 4 inches long, only 1.5 inches, and the whole litter would fit in my hands. They're pink, their eyes are closed, they don't have any fur, and they're completely dependent on their mom, but they don't stay small long. They grow quickly. By the time they're 5 or 6 weeks old, they're ready for their next big adventure. And one morning, when their mom goes out to get something to eat, they'll come right after her. Chucklings are really fun to watch unless you're eating your garden. They climb, they wrestle, and Mom can stand up like this and look around and watch for predators and use that special alert whistle if she needs to send them down into the tunnel to be safe. Well, by the time midsummer comes along, Mom's had it with the chucklings, too much wrestling, they're about 2 pounds now, and she sends them off to make their own burrows.
We invite you to join us again in about 6 weeks to check out our park game cam footage of one of our resident groundhogs. But remember, whether Cathy gets her wish for no shadow in an early spring, or the groundhog sees its shadow like I'm hoping and winter hangs on a bit longer, spring will eventually arrive and the groundhogs will carry on. Happy Groundhog Day!